You were born and raised in Los Angeles.
I was.
What did you do? Where did you lived in Hollywood?
I did. I lived in Miracle Mile growing up, so right by LACMA, and learned how to ride my bike at the La Brea Tar Pits, all that area. And then, yeah, stayed here until I went away to college in Chicago and then came back.
I learned this about you. You made scrunchies and sold them at school.
I did, yes.
Now, how innovative of you. What did you make them out of?
Well, I would ask my mom to take me down to downtown LA where all the fabric stores are, and you could buy the remnants of fabric really affordably. So I would get some of the remnants and I'd buy the elastic and tie the knot, and I had a little sewing machine and, you know, just made scrunchies and sold them at school. This is when I was in elementary school, so I was what, 9?
That's amazing. And then did you go on to want to like sell other things, or you were just, that's the one thing you thought, oh, I can sell these?
No, it was a thing at the time, and I guess they're back now. People are wearing scrunchies again.
Portia wears scrunchies. Yeah.
So I'll bring some over and see if she wants to buy any.
Sell some to Portia. She can afford it. You and Harry are on the cover of Time's most influential. Congratulations. First of all, I agree. And I think, you know, when we were talking about this, actually, Halloween is how important, you know, certain issues are, and paid family leave, and that's a big one for you. And that's, and I think most women, most families can identify with how important that is.
I think people truly forget that, or don't even know that in this country, it's one of only 6 countries in the entire world, and the only wealthy nation in the entire world that does not mandate and have a federal paid leave program. Everyone knows, especially if you've had a child, and if you haven't, you know how hard it is and how critical it is in those first few weeks, if not months, to be together as a family. And the fact that we don't offer that here is something that now, as a mom of 2, I will do everything that I can to make sure that we can implement that for people.
More with Meghan after this. We're back with Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. And you guys say it, Duchess of Sussex.
It's a lot of S's.
It's very hard. So The Bench by Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Tell everybody about the book and why you decided to write this.
You know, I wrote this originally just as a poem for my husband on Father's Day, and it was about my observation of him and, you know, him being a dad, which was the most beautiful thing to watch. And that was really the intention of it. And then once it was shared with a couple of friends and people that we were close with, they said, no, this resonates for me too, because it feels really inclusive and there's representation, and it's just like a sweet love story between a family. And so I said, okay, well, let's turn it into a children's book, and then made sure that all of those pieces of it, especially the softer side of masculinity, the softer side of fatherhood, to be able to see that, and try to include it all in there, and make sure everyone felt like they could see themselves in these pages. Because I remember as a little girl, you didn't always see someone that looked like you. And I thought that was really important, to have everyone's story feel like it was unfolding on those pages for them.
It's really sweet. And then, does Archie know he's in here? Does he know that's him? And what does he think of the book?
He does. On that first page that you open and you see our dogs, he goes, that's Pula, that's Guy. And my dog Guy, his name is that because I'd gotten him from a shelter years ago, and he was so tiny, his name was just the little guy. And I was like, we'll just call you Guy. So Archie gets very excited to see the dogs and to see his chickens also in there.
It's really, it's very sweet. And he's so sweet with the chickens too. I mean, Archie is just such a gentle soul.
Oh, thank you.
He really is. But so this is not the first book. You wrote another book when you were younger. And
I did.
And then let's show the picture you drew of yourself in the book.
It was a school assignment.
What was it called? The Girl Without Freckles?
A Face Without Freckles is a Night Without Stars. That was my self-illustration.
Did you do that?
No, you don't have to clap for that.
Did you do that?
Yes.
You drew that?
You say that like that's impressive. That's a terrible little drawing.
I couldn't draw that.
Oh, yeah, I drew that.
And then, based on your hair, let's talk about your hair.
Well, this is what I looked like. So this was around, I was 10 or 11 maybe, and the reason my hair looked like that then is because I was obsessed with Andie MacDowell in 4 Weddings and a Funeral, and all I wanted was that perfect little curly haircut. So I asked my mom, went to the hairdresser and got it, and on that first day I was like, this is amazing. I look like Andie MacDowell.
Let's do the first day first.
In 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Yes.
And then it was as though everyone forgot to tell me, you have ethnic hair, you are not going to look like Andy McDowell in 4 Weddings and a Funeral. And that's what it ended up evolving into. And I'd go to school, and they said I looked like Krusty the Clown from The Simpsons.
No.
It was a real bummer. But yeah, and I've got a whole vibe happening there, too.
Wow. Yeah. No, you look like you're embracing it. Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes.
Will you cook? Because
Yes.
I know you do like to cook.
I love to cook. I love to cook, and we'll be home and just sort of relax and settle in. It's our second Thanksgiving at home in California, so it'll be nice.
Yeah.
It'll be really nice.
That's. What time should we show up? Because we didn't talk about that.
Whatever time you want.
Okay.
Come on over.
All right, probably early, like 7-ish?
PM?
No. All right, Twitch, during the commercial break, we were talking about you.
Oh.
Meghan wanted to say something.
Because I love the videos you and your wife did when she's pregnant.
Oh, thank you.
Are you
Thank
joking? I love them so much. So some friends had sent me a couple of them, and then I just started to watch them, and I looked at Harry. I was like, we should do this. He's like, we can't do that. We can't move like that.
Well, if you need some choreography, I got
By
you.
the way, I might take you up on that.
Absolutely.
You're a good dancer.
Oh, thank you.
No, you are. You're a really good dancer.
I love to dance. Archie loves to dance now, too. Yeah.
You say that. I haven't seen that yet.
Soon.
All
Maybe
right.
without the dinosaur costume. I'll
All
be
right.
more into it.
But anyway, no, you're a great dancer.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, we're going to, first of all, the bench. We're going to talk about something in a minute. The bench is available everywhere books are sold, and today you're all going home with a copy. And we will be back. When we come back, Meghan, we did an IFB earlier where she had to say and do everything I told her to do, which was, it's good. We'll be back.